For those of you wondering why we haven't seen Snake Eyes in this new franchise, it's because he's not active yet, but Scarlet is, and she is good at decapacitating people. If you're lost in the source, go back and check out my Scarlet playlist. And now, let's get into it because she is in a bind. We pick up from where we left off in the last issue. Shorty has been captured by the Arashikage, and if you know the Arashikage, they don't play. As soon as she wakes up, she realized that she was in a torture chamber. She had to get out of here right now. But her only means of escaping was a pin she tucked in her lip, which has been removed by the Arashikage. But she was not a fool. She was very experienced being undercover, so she had a contingency plan planned out for her escape. To the naked eye, this would just look like a simple wound, but to her, it was a sack to keep a blade she then used to break free of all of her binds, tying her neck, her arms, and her legs. Looking around for a means to escape, she just saw written on the wall, "Go hard," a message left by Jinx, and she made up her mind, okay, if I'm supposed to go hard, I'ma go hard. The first soldier who crossed her path, she called his attention and said, "Yeah, come get this work." And he said, "Call back up," because he knew what she was capable of. Foolishly, he thought he was strong enough to face her on his own. Instantly, he was knocked out. She whipped his ass quick. Soon as backup came and saw that their lieutenant was on the floor, they attacked, unthinking, unknowing who this person was. Scarlet was never unarmed. Utilizing the exact same chair she was bound to, she flipped it at her assailants, causing them to be distracted. But before she could keep attacking, she was shot. Quickly, she ducked, missing a headshot. But this was a mistake, because now she had access to a blade. Even the boss said, "What the hell did you do? Why would you shoot?" But it was already too late. Shurikens embedded themselves in their skulls. Scarlet was now armed, and with a blade, she decimated their forces with ease. Even if she was injured, bleeding from the waist, she made them bleed way more, cutting them in half, removing heads from bodies. She was a demon. She had taken everybody down and left one alive. But before she could take his head, Storm Shadow appeared and said impressive, commanding his forces to stop and demanding she comes with him because she had passed his test. The Arashikage are very, very hardcore, and she saw this from the sheer fact that there was only one female in the whole of their ranks, and it was that exact same female she was here for, her sister, Jinx, locked in combat in training below her. She had to stop herself from calling out to her as memories flashed in her mind when she was younger being trained by Jinx herself. They were like sisters, not by blood, no. More than that, they raised each other, they were there for each other, and she was here to save her. Meaning, every single life she has taken till now was all for Jinx. Making sure to keep her composure, she stood beside Storm Shadow, and the tiniest smile would have made it obvious they knew each other. So she had to be professional. She had to play her role, and that will require her gaining the trust of Storm Shadow himself. Thankfully, this was tea time, and they were about to have a discussion because he wanted to know why she wanted to join the Arashikage clan. She was a decorated officer. Isn't this betrayal of what she believes in? Why risk death joining an organization that may not want you? And so she explained that she was here to secure her future, and he asked her to expand. She goes on to explain that she's looking for a place where she could call home that will value her skill, seeing as the US military completely undervalued her skill. The system was corrupt, the system was broken. She needed a change, and most of all, she wasn't satisfied. She explains that she wanted satisfaction above all else. Storm Shadow then goes on to explain that that is all well and good, but it doesn't mean you will fit in here too. He then goes on to explain that as he has seen, she has the skills to be counted among the best, and he said of course, but before he could go further, the Hard Master appears. They both extend their greetings and he expresses the same thing. Storm Shadow has told you what we are about. We value loyalty and trust above all else. but for you to leave your organization already shows you are untrustworthy. So Scarlet made a request. Give me a mission that I will accomplish to prove my trust. And the Hard Master agreed. She would head to Tokyo, Japan, for there is a weapon or an object, we don't know yet, that she is supposed to get. Transportation and equipment will be provided, and she looked good in all white. As she jumped down, performing a halo drop onto a high-rise that she was supposed to break into and get this so-called equipment. Her mission was simple: get what they need and get out. The building is under control of the Yakuza, so you know you're going to be fighting endless waves of warriors. There are two buildings you should be wary of: the Tiger and the Sakura. And this is where we see her use her brain, clicking instantly that the Sakura was where she needed to break into, and she had to be wary of the Tiger because the Tiger is a protector, while the Sakura is considered to be the ultimate gift. Even the Hard Master was surprised. Smart girl. So the mission was underway. She had a goal: get in, get out. And even if she was a ninja, she decided to go in loud, breaking through the wall. There was no time to be stealthy. Her goal was to get what she needed to. But first off, she had to pass this challenge. There was a long drop to gain access to where she needed to be. She had learned from a young age how to control her fear, how to put the mission first. And like I said, they knew she was coming. This was unavoidable. So now a choice had to be made: jump off this ledge or make you escape. But this was Scarlet. She was never going to leave her sister behind. This was not a choice. She jumped headfirst, ready for action, ready to decimate anyone who stands in her way. Thank you for watching my video. And please, if you're lost in the sauce, go check out my Scarlet playlist and G.I. Joe playlist. I will put both in the description below. Peace.